Yeah. Now, waterways are the highways of life. Even in the Montana.
Hey, Mr. Jim.
Howdy.
Probably gonna have to turn your camera on.
Downstream is basic survival code.
There you are.
Just click on the camera. Under several inches of ice. Let's see. You can't see out right through a small patch of ice. You see which way the water's flowing. What you don't want to do is get too close to the edge. So you got power this week. That's good.
Yeah. I actually was a little worried all those storms that came through, but nothing happens.
What's going on over there? Why do y'all have power problems?
I don't know what they're doing. If I had to guess last week, I think probably it was more like a brownout kind of deal. Too many people had their ACs on or something. But that's only a guess.
Ray said, was saying that they were without power too. Yeah. They had power problems.
Yeah. It was this whole area, but I really don't know what was going on with it. So,
did y'all have power outages since last week?
No.
Just business.
Oh, Ken's waiting. Let's let Ken in.
No.
Oh no, there's Kenny. But we can't see him. There he is.
Better?
Oh, there. Oh yeah, I was telling Kenny, enable screen sharing host.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Should be able to do it now.
I was showing Kenny some of the stuff that I found. I don't want to show that one. It's not going to let me show that one. That's good.
Ooh, a Ruko.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, now I've forgotten the name of the dang thing. Let's just find mail. Now what? Snooze. Where's my send folder?
Click on that gray bar.
This?
Yep. No. Oh, maybe pull the thing down over there.
I'd tell him that Bill O'Reilly has his own show. He has a TV show now. It's on a streaming channel, and this is a streaming channel.
Cool.
It's at 8 o'clock. So it's thefirsttv.com, and it runs off the internet. There it is. That's it right there. And that will play what's currently on the air. They don't have the podcast set up yet. There is a podcast of his 15-minute update. And I listen to it. It's 15 minutes. And I like it. It's on the podcast app on Android. This one also is available on Roku. You can add it as a station on Roku, so they're getting their ducks aligned. So it looks pretty interesting.
That does.
His hour-long show is about like his old show on Fox. The birds are still off from last week, so that's good. Vicente's showing up.
Hi, hello.
Vicente's here.
Hey.
Finally,
Well,
what's going on?
Just another happy day. We're happy that Leroy has his power back this week.
Okay.
Was that what's wrong last week? No power, Leroy?
yeah, the power went out 4:30, 4:45, something like that. And I tried to email Jim. I had forgot that he was in my phone as a contact until he texted me, and I was like, oh, well, that would have worked better.
You need a Tesla roof. The battery stuff, the solar cell roof.
Well,
What?
You know the new Tesla business about solar cells in the
For solar cell.
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
Put
roof.
it, put
All the roof is made of.
battery thing up on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's
Oh,
have a
yeah.
solar cell, you could, yeah. You could
Get 5 of those from Harbor Freight.
Yeah. Gail said get 5 of them from Harbor Freight and you'll be good to go. You'll be able to run the whole house.
Okay. A generator.
Oh, it came back on, but it was intermittent. It came on and went off and came on and went off. So I don't really know what was going on with it.
Did they tell you why
No.
it went out?
No, it was the whole neighborhood. I guess it was even further than the neighborhood. It was everybody. If I had to guess, it was because everybody had turned their ACs on and they weren't ready for it. But that's only a guess.
Now here, if my power went off, I'm running on a laptop. Okay. So I got power there and it's connected by wire directly to my router and it's got a UPS and it's AT&T phone wire. So I should be good to go. Theoretically.
Should be.
So you got a laptop, Leroy.
Well, yeah, but the router wouldn't have had power.
Okay, you don't have a UPS?
No,
Oh man.
no, it was all without. And I didn't have Zoom installed on my phone. I put it on my phone, so I could have at least checked in. But
Well, your phone, yeah. Do you have regular service or Wi-Fi only?
I could have. I've got data on the phone, but I don't like using it like that.
Yeah.
I don't like using it for video because
That's better.
data way too fast.
Yeah.
But I could have at least checked in.
You could have done it without the download would probably get you there, the data on that. That's true.
Yeah, I've got for most things I've got the data turned off, so tried to save it.
Do you have any power problems, Vicente?
No, everything was okay here. Only the rain The gutters are already clogged. I need to clean them maybe tomorrow because there were a lot of rain lately. In very short time, a lot of water. And I guess then a lot of leaves go into the gutters again. I need to work on that. But everything else is okay.
Well, it's summertime, so you shouldn't have to worry about the rain, you know?
Well, but for some reason we are having a lot of water lately. Very short period of time.
Yeah, we had a good rain too, and it stopped up our drain, and water got in the garage. So, yep. It was a
Yeah,
bad rain.
I cleaned the gutters last week, got all the leaves and all the crap out, so yeah. It rained pretty good here this afternoon and last night, so yeah.
We have self-cleaning gutters. You don't have to clean them.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah, my wife is always telling me that let's buy this stuff that is some kind of foam stuff that goes into the gutters.
Yeah.
It's very easy to put, but I'm lazy about that. I just use a ladder and go up and clean with my hand quickly and forget about them for a year. But lately I cleaned them. 2 weeks ago, maybe there were a lot of leaves up over the roof and they got clogged again. I need to check later, tomorrow, what's going on.
Usually when the power goes out here, it goes out for maybe 10 to 15 minutes at the max. Only once has it gone out for more than, it went out for like a half hour. That's when somebody hit a telephone pole and did a number on a telephone pole. But otherwise, no, it's like 10, 15 minutes, boom, and you know, we're back online.
Yeah. Well, ours was, it would come back and then it would go out and then it would come back. And Duke Energy texted everybody, I guess, and said that don't expect power until like after 7. And it came on about 6:45 or so and stayed on. So but by that time, all the hard drives had to run scans and everything else on the computer. So
the biggest fear is the sump pump. If the sump pump kicks out, no
agree.
power,
I agree.
and then you're done. If you had, my brother had his backups to his sump pump.
Should be ring bus. All of these power systems should be ring bus. What that means is if you have a car run into a phone pole and take the power out, it should reroute and go back around and go the other way. They're all ring bus. The fact that the power is coming in and going off, that's different. But yeah.
Yeah.
this is what you need, Vicente.
What?
You see it?
What's that? Robot? iRobot?
It's
What is this?
robotic gutter cleaner.
Mm-hmm. How it works?
Vicente needs that.
Over in that fancy dancy area that Vicente lives in, you know, he should get that roof gutter stuff.
It's a matter of minutes, you know. I had a ladder go up, use my hands, just clean everything very quickly and forget about it.
Yeah, just have leads come in again. I mean, when cheap places like us, like we have it, I mean, you know, It can be expensive, you know.
Anyway, I'll be selling the house. I will forget about that.
And Leroy, you probably have it over there, huh, Leroy? You have the gutter covers? No?
No.
These is cheaper than me, so okay.
No.
But yeah, that's true.
The gutters are horribly clogged over here.
Wow. They have a little U-type hose adapter that you've probably seen them advertise, that they connect it to your hose and just hang it over the gutter and spray it out. But yeah. Last time we had roofing done, we had those put in because I've been up there. It's not pretty up on the second floor, trust me. It's not pretty up there. And you get an old geezer like Kenny or me up there, that ain't working too good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our roof isn't really that high up. It's just getting up there and cleaning it. And then we cleaned it out at the beginning of the season, and they're completely full again. So
they have on Saturday morning, you can listen to 550 KRC, and that's AM, and they have the home show, and they talk every week about the gutter brush. That's a less expensive thing, and it's like a baby bottle brush that fits in your gutter, and it's supposed to be relatively inexpensive, should be anyway. You just put them in there and you're done.
Yeah.
There's your gutter brush.
There he is.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Say hi. Hi. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
The good thing, my gutters are all 10 foot high, all around the house. So it's easy to move the ladder around and clean them. Yes. There are specific spots where all the leaves are. Just it's easy to just take them out.
They don't want to see a cat, I don't think. But they do that. Yeah. At least if you're going to bring a cat up here, you bring a pretty cat. Oh, that's a pretty dog.
Sorry, come. Say hello. Say hi.
We almost had the grandkid over here. One of the grandkids.
We have a nice walk this morning.
In the video.
Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at see if I can find something here.
Do you want peanut?
Ready to go here, Ann.
I did put that app on the phone.
What's that?
The first TV app.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the phone.
I was telling them, Vicente, they have thefirsttv.com is a streaming TV thing. You can watch Bill O'Reilly at 8 p.m. if you want to see him live nowadays. He just restarted that.
I have Netflix, and I'm planning to see the Space Force show. Supposedly it's very funny. I will start to watch it today.
Ray mentioned that he participated in the Hunan virus thing, and they built some face mask pieces and the Dayton STEM School at Rabbit Laser. And the Dayton STEM School students participated. I put a little recognition in that for member recognition. I don't know if he wants his name in there. I sent him a copy to edit, but just put a little recognition in there for people that do great things. I mean, besides the wonderful participation, how hard can you hit a golf ball video? That was.
Are you trying to show the thing? Because I still see the first TV.
Oh, you do? It
Yeah.
didn't move. It's showing this screen. Okay, let me stop it and restart it then.
I don't know if that was just me, or, but
No, it's everybody, I think, Leroy.
Okay, is that it?
there you go. That's it.
Okay. So now you know what I was talking about. And then how hard can you hit a golf ball video? That is cute to watch.
Crazy dangerous.
Yeah. These guys are dangerous folks. The next thing, in the news, Windows 10 adoption recovers from recent blow while Linux blazes full speed ahead. Now this is shows that Linux is picking up percentage of desktops, but they're at like 1.5% and they zoomed up to like 2.5, 3%. So they are picking up some numbers for desktops,
Yeah.
but interesting article, but they're still very small. Top 10 Raspberry Pi projects for 2019. It has, Leroy was interested in that 3D scanner. It has one of those in there for the Raspberry Pi project.
Okay.
And they're talking about USB systems has some security flaws, especially on Linux. It looks like if you fuzz the USB ports, you can trick it into getting where you shouldn't be or getting into an area that you shouldn't be. This is an old trick that's been around for years and years. It's if you feed crap to any sort of I/O, sometimes you can break out into the wrong place that you don't belong in. Microsoft is bringing Linux GUI to Windows 10. It looks like the Linux software that they're using, you can run Linux apps on Windows. What they're saying when you do, the video is slow and slow to the point that it's not very usable. And they're trying to get Linux users into using Windows and Linux. It's mostly for developments. So what they're doing is they're enhancing the GUI accelerators to work with Linux while running on Windows. So that's what they're into these days. Article, if you're interested in that, interesting reading, probably more for Unix people. Graphene and 2D materials could move electronics beyond Moore's law. One of the things that's happening is they're starting to use electronics and magnetics together, electricity and magnetics together, and what they're doing is they're talking about doing two-dimensional electronics. Right now, everything is three-dimensional. You think it's two-dimensional, but it's three. If you could put transistors and all your circuitry on a single atomic layer, you could make it much faster and also much higher density. And it looks like there is quite a bit of excitement for using graphene and magnetics together in the future to do very high density electronics and also flexible electronics. That's another thing that was important to them. Google pulls its removed China apps from Play Store. Google got, the Chinese got irritated, had an app that was developed by India, and right now the Chinese have a border dispute with India, and Chinese troops are on Indian claimed territory in Tibet. And so the Indian wrote an app to pull the Chinese apps from your Android. You could run it and it'd clear out all your Chinese apps. Like the example is TikTok, which is determined to be a security leak by the military, our military, probably 6 months, a year ago. So that's what's going on. News. That's in your meeting announcements, and also there's a separate newsletter you can look at too. Let's see what else we got. Oh, the book of the month, still the same. Thank you for my service. And coronavirus updates. It looks like today and yesterday the deaths were slightly above the 20-day moving average. 3 days ago, it was below the 20-day moving average. So but the number is way, way down from what it used to be. Deaths today are like 513. So that's relatively small when you consider that New York was reporting 700, 800 deaths a day. This is 513 is the total deaths through the United States. So enough of that. Okay, Leroy, you got anything today?
I have been just working on a bunch of different weird little Raspberry Pi projects. Got my media center set up. I've got my Google Voice
Update.
AIY thing set up so I could transplant this into the Hero robot, and I've been testing it just in this little box just to make sure that it works. And I got a power supply from China. That's it. I got a Chinese power supply, but it came from California.
Yeah. I actually bought some not a CD, a SD card from Sanyo, from Samsung, excuse me. And when I buy one from Samsung, I'm kind of getting away from the Chinese. I'm kind of irritated at them right now.
Well, I have yet to get anything actually from China, but if it's here in the States, it seems like it shows up pretty quick. So, but I bought that power supply. I haven't used it yet. That's about it. That's about all I know. I don't know anything.
Is that your keyboard, Vicente? Or are you using a hammer on a piece of plastic? No?
No.
What is that?
Is that Kenny making that noise?
Kenny.
I'm just tapping on the laptop to see if the sound will come across. It does.
I have a mic.
Ah.
Finally.
Ah.
Hello.
Oh yeah, that's good.
This is the book I've been reading.
What?
I just got it. I just got that today. It's really it's all about the Orville television show. like, what do you call it? Pre-production drawings and uniform drawings and all kinds of stuff. It's an interesting book if you're a fan of the show. That's it. That's all I know. I don't know anything. I'm just here.
Where would one go to watch Orville? What channel is that on?
Hulu, I think, has it. The new season is probably going to come out next year.
Here is a my grandson showed me this. He's got one of these. I tried to cover up the price there because I just got one, so I don't get in too much trouble. But that's a JBL. I'm like Leroy now. I'm in Leroy's territory. Somebody might chop me down. If I go off the line, you guys might know what happened to me. It's a JBL Charge 4 portable Bluetooth speaker. Those are to die for. Excellent boombox, better than boombox bass on it. Really sounds good. I have to bring one of those into the meeting if we ever have a real meeting again. But those are way cool. Ah! I'm busted.
Was that a little bit more than the $5 limit of parts?
Yeah, it was slightly over, but not much.
Not much. I get Patty always tells me when I buy stuff, you went over your $5 limit.
You've been way over the line for a long time now, Leroy. I'm surprised you're still alive, seriously.
He used to buy M5 stack stuff. It's the most expensive thing ever.
I like their stuff though. They make good stuff. But yes, it is expensive.
You buy everything from them.
You know, really that little thing's not horrible at $10.
No, that's okay, but you
But
buy
you can get a T-Go-Go one for $6. So
okay.
Now you get back in the ballpark.
I can't get anything from these guys from China right now. Oh, cool. Oh, you got the Knight Rider effect going on, huh?
Is that your project for this week, Vicente?
Well, the boards arrived yesterday. The new boards. This is my computer ruler.
Oh,
see?
cool.
Let me share the screen. Where? Here, screen. Share screen. You see this board? I already have all the components. This is a reproduction, a simulator of the Kimbap one, this 9070 computer, PC, personal computer. And I will put all the functionality of the computer in a ruler. And this is the ruler, the board. All the instructions are in the back. All the
Wow.
I need to assemble. Today I will put all the stuff and solder it, and then I need to start programming. But I think it will go okay. I hope it works. I was working do you remember the microcontroller from Intel, the 8748, the tiny microcontroller that was EEPROM with a window to erase the memory?
Okay.
Well, this microcontroller uses a lot of voltage for programming, 21 volts, 18 volts, 5 volts, all of them switching. So I made a board to create all the voltages in a single board. To let me share the board I did. Just a second. No, this I made this board for all the voltages of the programmer. There are a couple of DC converters for 21 volts and 18 volts, and all the switching area of the voltages here. And I am planning to make a programmer for this Intel microcontroller. This is something retro stuff, because those microcontrollers were used first in the keyboards from IBM computer. The 8748 microcontroller, and I use it a lot in many projects when I start studying electronics, and I want to go back and create this programmer to play a little bit with those old fellows. So this is my weekly project. I also create this a brand that is candysircuits.com. Do you see? Let me check this. I registered this web page, candysircuits.com. Just
So
for
that's
fun.
you?
Huh?
So that is you?
I created last week just for fun to put a name or in the boards and a logo, just to make it. Maybe in the future there is a project or something to make a business on that. I'm not sure.
That's a pretty shrewd approach. Pretty nice logo and stuff. Pretty good marketing approach.
I did also the new board. Let me see. I will show you. Okay. Here. Let me show this. I showed this last week, remember? This is a concept of ARM microcontrollers in different color boards. All of them share the same IC package. This is a 20 pins package. But you can find the ARM microcontroller with different memory and technology. Cortex M4, for example, with 64 K of flash and 8K of RAM. Can you put it in a single board of this size? And it's always part of the concept of the candy circuit stuff, you see. Just an idea what I'm working on.
Cool.
I have now 30 boards of black boards that arrives today with the one with the computer. Now I have 30 boards of this circuit. In the back there is instruction how to use it to change from developing to running. When you are in developing mode, you have the a blinking LED telling you that you are in the. Do you see the blue LED here? The blue LED. If you
Yeah.
if you press the reset controller for 1 second, it tells you that you are in developing mode now. So it can receive a new code serially. This is made with the tiny microcontroller, the 3 cents microcontroller from China. Is this in? Let me share this. The microcontroller is this tiny thing here.
We've got less than a minute,
Okay.
22 seconds.
We will meet again in how long? 10 minutes?
6:15 should be pretty close. Pretty
Okay.
pretty soon.
Time for coffee break. Okay, then you have a user button, a user LED here.
Bye. I'll